In this tutorial, I will let you know how Pascal's triangle is. So what is Pascal's triangle? If we say Pascal's triangle, let's say suppose we are given a binomial question or binomial expression. Suppose I have x plus what? X plus y raised to the power of what? Raised to the power of 5. So how can I solve this kind of binomial question? Or let me say I have to use the Pascal's triangle in order to solve what? In order to solve this question, x plus what plus y raised to the power of what? Of 5. So you can't solve this question using the Pascal triangle without knowing what? Without knowing the numbers of the number that contain in raised to the power of what? 1, raised to the power of what? 2, raised to the power of what? Raised to the power of, let's say, 0, or let me say 5, 4, 3, and what? And 2. So first, I just want you to know that the numbers that you are going to use in solving this question, this kind of question, x plus y raised to the power of what? Of 5. So you have to indicate for what? You have to start from raised to the power of 0, raised to the power of 1, raised to the power of 2, raised to the power of 3, raised to the power of what? 4. So if you count the whole, you will have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So therefore, this is what the number that contains, if you are going to what, find what? The number of Pascal's triangle that you are going to find for what? For raised to the power of what? Raised to the power of 5. So you have to start with what? Let me say that you have to start with what? Raised to the power of what? Raised to the power of 0. So we all know that anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. So therefore, 1 is what? 1 is the constant. So for the rest of the power of what? We have rest of the power of 0, 1, 2, 3, and what? 4, which make it to be what? To be 5. So therefore, I have to say that if I say, let me come for 1, I have my constant. First, you have to keep what? The constant, which is 1. Because 1 is constant at what? At the first time and also at the end. At the first, you must have 1, and also the end, it must be end with what? 1. So therefore, if I say 1 plus 1, I'm having what? I will have 2. Yeah. 1 plus 1 is what? Is 2. And therefore, 1 plus what? 1 plus 0 is what? 1 plus 0 is what? Is 1. So before then, you have to know that our constant is 1. And also I have to say 1 plus what? 1 plus 0. It is what? 1 plus 0 is also 1. So therefore I have 1. So therefore for the second one, for what? For 2. Here is for 0, and therefore here is for what? For 1. For 2, I will have my constant, which is 1. And therefore 1 plus 1, it is what? It is 2. And therefore 1 plus 0, because there's no any number here, so I will have what? 1. So let me come for 3. My constant, which is 1. 1 plus what? 1 plus 2, which is what? 3. And therefore 2 plus 1, it is also 3. And therefore 1 plus 0, which is also what? 1. So therefore raised to the power of 0, 1, 2, and 3 remain 4. So therefore my constant, which is what? 1. 1 plus 3, which is what? 4. And 3 plus 3, which is what? 6. And also what? 3 plus what? 1, which is what? 4. And therefore 1 plus what? 0, which is what? Which is 1. So therefore we already find for what? Raised to the power of 0, raised to the power of what? Raised to the power of 1, raised to the power of 2, raised to the power of 3, and raised to the power of 4. So therefore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can use these numbers, conflict this number to solve this kind of what? This kind of question. If you are asked to find, or let me say to solve using what? Using the Pascal's triangle. So let's see for 5. Let's see for the number, or let me say, let's see for the number 6, because here is for the number of 5. I just want you to know that you have to first starting calculating from what? From 0. Let's see the power of 0, 1, 2. So therefore you'll count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So therefore you will use this number as what? In order to solve what? In order to solve this question. So let's move further. I have my constant, which is 1. 1 plus 4, which is what? Which is 5. 4 plus 6, which is 10. 6 plus 4, which is what? Also what? Also 10. 6 plus 4, it is also 10. And therefore 4 plus what? 4 plus 1, which is what? Which is 5. And then 1 plus 0, which is what? 1. Also then, I have my constant, which is 1. 1 plus 5, which is what? 6. 5 plus what? 5 plus 10, which is what? 15. 10 plus 10, which is what? 20. And 10 plus 5, which is what? 15. 5 plus what? 1, which is 6. And 1 plus 0, which is what? 1. So let me leave it like this. So if you are going to use the Pascal triangle to solve this kind of question, maybe this x and y, it might be, let me say, it might be 2y plus what? Plus 3y, or either 27y plus what? 27x, anything else. But this is what? This is just an what? An example, so that we can what? So that we can show how what? How the Pascal's triangle is. So this is what? This is an introduction to what? To Pascal's triangle, how to draw the Pascal's triangle. So as you can see, it forms what? It forms a triangle. So this is what we call what? The Pascal's triangle. I hope this video is more helpful to you in what? In drawing, or let me say in calculating or drawing, I'll see. Anything else on how to what? On how to see the Pascal's triangle. I hope this video help you what? To see Pascal's triangle. Don't forget to subscribe and like to my YouTube channel, comment and share to your learning colleagues. Thanks you for watching.